If you're looking for an awesome gift idea to bring back from Japan, or you live in Japan and you want to give a great little gift to somebody who's visiting Japan for the first time, these books right here are awesome. Like, I used to read them on my way to school. So they're like Japan in your pocket. They're made by the Japanese Travel Bureau. These are books from like the 1980s, I believe, and a lot of them have been like remade and all that stuff. So I do have some vintage one, and you can get brand new ones on Amazon. Actually, I started collecting a lot of these because they have like a bunch of series for different stuff. So Salaryman, I read a lot of this one. It talks about like the life of a salaryman, like they start out as college students and then work their way up, how they get their jobs and all that stuff. And then the next one that I wrote, I think it also talks about salary women and how they're coming up in life. Living styles in Japan. I think I might have given one of my favorite ones away, but I read this Japanese family and culture one also, and it just talks about culture and family in Japan and all that stuff. These books, while they might be like almost 40 years old, I find them to be very progressive in the way they're thinking, because they start talking about how like the dynamic of the family is changing. But then they also talk about maisons, which I actually lived in one, which is kind of like a motel type of apartment, not hotel, but this is like a motel looking type of apartment. They talk about like how women are getting into the work culture and not being just moms, and a lot of them are not seeking families anymore, which is pretty obvious in Japan because of the birth rate and stuff. So these books are pretty awesome, and to now, like, they're pretty accurate to Japanese culture and lifestyle. Obviously things have changed in the last 40 years, but this is really cool. Before y'all come at me, foreigners did not make these books. Japanese people made these books about their own culture. This is a Japanese Travel Bureau. So they made these books to attract foreigners and tourism in Japan.